Rubal Nagi has become a first Indian woman who wins the prestigious Global Teacher Prize. She turned art into a bridge to education and transforming the underserved children's life. Rubalji, welcome to the ETV Bharat, and everyone is talking about your incredible achievement and congratulations for your achievement. But we want to know about your journey, how it starts, and we want to know the hard work and dedication behind it.
See, firstly, I'm very, very honored, very grateful to God for putting me on such a global stage, and thank you to His Highness and Mr. Sunny Varkey, who's the founder of Varkey Foundation, for choosing an Indian daughter for GEMS Global Teacher Prize 2026. It's truly an honor. And as I said earlier, when I won the prize, that I dedicate this prize to all the children who've dared to dream and have made sure that they reach their school, they reach their classrooms despite all the difficulties of their life. And to all the teachers, not just of India, of the entire world, who are shaping the future of every nation, be it Prime Minister, President, or anyone. I mean, you, me, we've all studied from our teachers, and here we are today, and to the vision of Viksit Bharat. And truly humbled. I have a very humble beginning. My father was in the army, simple middle class household, lived mostly in the remote areas, far-flung villages. In fact, Kolkata was the first big city posting for my father, which I was very excited about, and back in those days. But बहुत सादा घर, बहुत simple upbringing. जैसे हम सबकी, I mean, most of the people around me at that time had all come from humble beginnings. So that's where it started. But then 19 and a half, 19, I got married and I came to Mumbai. My husband is from Mumbai, and that's where my entire work started. I was still studying at that time, and came to Mumbai, did my studies also, and then started working as an artist with my mother-in-law. मेरी mother-in-law भी art बनाती थी, and that is where the journey of art started. But to be very honest, I somehow had this thing from my childhood that whatever I do in life, I want to do it by, I just always prayed that God, any profession that you make me choose, keep me surrounded by kids. I love, people who know me, they know I love children. मुझे बच्चों से बहुत प्यार है, और मैं सबसे ज़्यादा खुशी और मुझे happiness, inner happiness, is I feel when I'm surrounded by kids with their energy, उनका हल्ला गुल्ला, their love and their hugs. I think that is the biggest award for me. So I prayed for that, and slowly and gradually we started with different art workshops with an NGO called Pratham, which is also an Indian NGO, and one after the other, we reached out to many more children, and then Rubal Nagi Art Foundation was founded.
But how your journey begins, you start that underserved communities education, the children are coming in this classroom. How that journey has begun?
So my first...
is there any story?
Yes, I have written in my book, I must give it to you also, that during my initial days art workshops, I still get emotional. My heart gets emotional when I say this, that while giving stationery and art material to children, when one child said that he had not seen a pencil, he didn't know what that is. And I first thought that he was joking, but then when I realized, after saying for the third or fourth time, I was like, no, he's serious. And I sat there, I told him what that pencil is and what you do with it. And I came back home, I couldn't sleep for many days, over a month. I told my husband, I said, just to test him, I said, have you met a child who's not seen a pencil? He said, oh, come on, what's wrong with you? No, obviously not. I said, see, your instant reaction is no. But I met a child today who had not seen a pencil. I said, really? And then he said, it's okay, don't feel bad. And this, I said, no, there's no feeling bad. Now, we are too blessed with everything. God has given us enough to survive and we work hard. But I want to make sure that in my circle, kids that I come across, I pray to God that I never meet a child again who's not seen a pencil. If you've not seen colors, if you've not seen crayons, acrylic colors, it's understood. Because सबको art colors नहीं पता रहते हैं. But एक pencil, वो तो आप बच्चे हो, बड़े हो. I mean, today also I write appointments, I write my notes, I write a lot. I've written a book, I've written with pencil. Pencil तो सबको पता होनी चाहिए. So I guess, that day is something I decided, and today, I say thank you to God कि आपने मेरी ज़िंदगी में वो दिन बहुत जल्दी ला दिया छोटी उम्र में, that it opened many doors for me. Like शायद कुछ टाइम के पास होता, मैं आर्ट वर्कशॉप्स करती रहती, बट इतना एक्सटेंसिव जो मैंने काम किया, मतलब सब छोड़ के आई डेडिकेटेड माई लाइफ टू दिस, would have not happened if I had not come across that incident. So some things I think God planned.
Start your
Then there was no looking back. Then from 30 kids to 3 lakh kids, we went on a roller coaster ride. I was like, no, let's go wherever and then social media was picking up at that time. So whenever we posted a picture of either a slum or a village with children, with beautifying, people started reaching out to us. Ma'am, हमारे गांव में भी कुछ कर सकते हैं, हमारे यहाँ पे भी एरिया में कुछ कर सकते हैं. So it's like it's divine planning by God कि आप कुछ डेडिकेशन से कुछ करना चाहते हैं आगे जाके, so आपको ऊपर वाला रास्ता दिखा देता है and सही लोग आपके साथ जोड़ देता है. Right team, right people started connecting with us automatically, and then one after the other we reached out to so many different areas.
When you decide to take this initiative, what kind of difficulties you face?
Difficulties तो जब decide किया था, to be very honest, at that time we didn't feel much. Once you decided that you're going ahead with this, and I started, then difficulties came. For me to decide, it was not difficult because I always knew now I'm going to do this. But when we started, 2.5 years, it took me to do parent counseling. Because parents were like, ma'am, बच्चों को स्कूल क्यों जाना है? चले जाएंगे मैम, 10 साल तक 8-9 साल तक गए हैं ना मैम स्कूल, 10 साल से तो कमाई करेंगे. And I was like, how can a parent talk like that? But उनकी अपनी difficulties थी, उनके अपने reasons थे. So, very patiently, with respect and giving them respect and dignity and love, I have seen, when you give love and you listen to somebody patiently and you tell them the good and bad, सब समझते हैं. बहुत सारे पेरेंट्स से जब मैं एक बार नहीं समझे, दूसरी बार they used to see me coming from door, तो फटाफट लॉक कर देते थे डोर की. नहीं मैम आप कल आइए. But I never gave up. I went every day. I said no, till the time your kid is in government school, in the school I am coming back every day. So of course lots of difficulties when you're working in slums, when you're working in remoter villages, far-flung areas, difficulties तो है. But if you have chosen, and it's a big responsibility, it's not something I can say कि मेरा मन था करने का शुरू, I did it and then I left it in between. No, it's not something I can leave till I'm alive. And I think shiksha, education, good education is the only gift you can give to a child permanently. I can give you everything else, but that is not a permanent gift. But your quality education, your education and your degree is a permanent gift to you, which you can give to a child. And I have seen, I don't have one example, I have so many examples where one child of the house is educated, has transformed the entire house. My girls in villages, one girl has transformed the entire village. She, not just her household, started with single girl. Today she has more than 350 girls she is taking into her skill centers and teaching them. So how you educate a woman, you transform the entire village. And I always say, art gives dignity to neglected spaces, but education gives dignity to neglected lives. So education is most important.
When you start from one center and now you're working across the country, so how you build that structure?
See, like I said, that thanks to social media, when we started posting about our work, a lot of people reached out to us. Like somebody from Hyderabad reached out to us saying that, we are running this school, we have this place here, we would like to collaborate and do something with you. I said, all right, let's visit and see it. Okay, Rajasthan, we did the same thing. Jammu and Kashmir, it's my hometown, but the first, I mean, we've been working there from 13, 14, but first call for making a center came from this girl, which I said transformed the entire village. So like that, people started connecting. You know, social media, honestly, today I feel has been a big help to us, because so many people we wouldn't have been able to reach out to if we didn't talk about this. Because earlier, you know, for first few years when I was working, I never took even pictures. I never spoke about it. मेरा था हमेशा कि आप काम करें और अच्छा काम करें, तो उसको प्रोपेगेंडा क्यों करना है, you know, like भलाई करो और बोलो मत. Then some people who are very experienced in the sector of education and social work, they said, and they've been very instrumental in my life, they said, Rubal, if you want to just get restricted to or stay with only 300 kids, then you don't talk about it. But when you want to reach out to many more children and you're very good with children, then why not speak about it? So, you know, because I was very young myself, so these people guided me that, you know, start talking about the work you're doing, how kids are so good. Start from basic, like speak what your heart out, and you see what happens. And it actually became like a ripple effect, you know, with one post, hundreds of emails, hundreds of inboxes about, मैम हमारे गांव में भी कुछ ऐसा कर सकते हैं क्या, हमारे स्लम में भी कुछ कर सकते हैं, हमारे शहर में भी कुछ कर सकते हैं क्या. So that's how we reached from one to many today.
Now, that was the incredible achievement that you have won, that Global Teacher Prize. What is your next goal? What you want to do with this prize money, and have you decided what to do that?
Yes, I've already decided that I'm going to open new skill centers and learning centers in Kashmir, few in Maharashtra, few in Rajasthan. So I'm going to divide the prize money into reaching out to more and more people, but in remoter area, in slums, nothing in fancy places in a city, but where the intervention is really needed. And like, you know, a lot of people told me कि मैम आपको लगता है government schools are giving free education and kids are not going to school. I said, well, I will not say it. Let people say it. So yesterday I came back from Kashmir and I was at line of control, one of the villages named Simari, and my first question to people was यहाँ पे कितने बच्चे हैं जो स्कूल नहीं जाते हैं, and आप मानोगे नहीं, maximum hands were up. So I said, why are the kids not in government school? They had list of problems. So it's not that the government is not giving. You know, government is giving, and lot of kids are in school. But then there are still many kids who've not been able to reach their school despite the school being there. So now I've mobilized one team of volunteers to get us the names of the families where their children are not in school. And I promised them, all the parents were sitting, I said, when I come end March, I will make sure that all of you are in school. And then I'll sit with them, tell them that despite all the challenges that you're facing, because they are in a very, mountain, I mean, they're close to LOC. So there you have restricted things. Okay. So this is the love I work for. so there they have more challenges than other areas. But I will invite you to see how all the kids of that village are in school.
Thank you for joining with us, and all the best for your whatever that you have decided to go ahead. With the cameraman Anil Nirmal, I am Prajakta Pol, ETV Bharat, Mumbai.